Another update, another round of new premiums. I have to tell you that I don't think you should buy. That's not to say that I think all premiums in this game are bad and that you shouldn't buy any of them. That's not the case. Stick around. I will recommend some alternatives that I think are a lot more worth your money. But for now, let's talk about the two new ones, starting first with the MiG-21 Bison. This thing is available for pre-order right now for the low price of $75. That alone kind of makes me not able to recommend this premium jet, but if you're somebody that has some more disposable income than the average Joe, then maybe you should still be listening. I really haven't played many games in this thing, so I just do want to throw that out there, but you really don't need to. The MiG-21 BIS Bison is literally just a MiG-21 BIS that has a better radar and can carry better weapons. And I do have a lot of matches in MiG-21 BIS aircraft of various nations, so I do know how they fly and where they sit in the current meta. The problem is where this thing is sitting, and that's at battle rating 12.0, whereas as many of you know, all the other MiG-21 BIS airplanes are at battle rating 11.0, so this plane is a full battle rating higher than typical tech tree or premium MiG-21 BIS. I do want to quickly say, while most of you are still watching the video, whether or not I recommend this thing to buy is entirely dependent on whether or not Gaijin changes the battle rating before the live server, which is entirely possible. If this thing comes out at battle rating, say 11.3, maybe even 11.7, I'd be a lot more willing to recommend this as a premium. But going solely off of what I've seen on the dev server, this thing is 12.0, and it only carries 4 missiles, whereas the older MiG-21 BIS carry 6 missiles. Granted, these 4 missiles are a lot better than what you could carry on the other MiG-21 BIS, which are just R-60Ms or R-13s, maybe even an R-3R if you're feeling brave, but this one carries R-73s and R-27s. And there lies the problem. These missiles alone made this thing go up an entire battle rating. An entire battle rating where the MiG-21 BIS at 11.0 is already just an okay airframe. It's not spectacular at 11.0, but it's certainly not the worst. It's kind of just average. But at 12.0, the MiG-21 BIS airframe is bad. Just to put it bluntly, it is a bad airframe at 12.0, and you are going to struggle against the other aircraft that you're going to be fighting against on a regular basis. Just to paint a picture for you, the typical 12.0 match for you is going to look like a whole lot of F-16s, some F-15As, which sit at 12.3, F-14Bs, Mirage 2000s, and a whole bunch of other planes that you cannot hold a candle to. 12.0 is the same battle rating as the normal MiG-29s, the MiG-29-912, and I believe the MiG-29-913. These planes are at battle rating 12.0 with HMD with 6 missiles. Granted, 4 of those are R-60Ms rather than R-73s. Fair enough, but they carry R-27ERs instead, whereas your MiG-21 BIS Bison, sitting at the same battle rating, only carries 4 missiles, 2 of which are typically going to be an R-27R, and 2 of which are going to be R-73s. So you get overall less missiles, whereas your IR missiles are superior to the MiG-29 of the same battle rating, but your radar missiles are inferior to the MiG-29 of the same battle rating because the MiG-21 Bison does not have access to the R-27ER, only the R-27R. So does the MiG-21 BIS Bison sound fun to you? Does it sound worth your money? I think absolutely not, at least not right now at 12.0 battle rating. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now let's talk about the premium AMX. This is the AMX A1A, a Brazilian AMX sitting in the Italian tech tree. In the Italian tech tree, you will also find the normal Italian AMX. The tech tree AMX, however, is at battle rating 10.3. This premium one is at battle rating 10.7, at least for now. And again, it's very much kind of the same story as the MiG-21 BIS Bison. At 10.7, I don't think that this is going to be a competitive air-to-air fighter. You do get 2 missiles, which are arguably better than the tech tree's AIM-9Ls. However, arguably, they're also worse than the AIM-9Ls. It's just going to depend on what you value. These Piranha missiles, although they could be unfinished, so take this with a grain of salt, as of now they just feel like a slightly less range Python 3, if you've ever used the Python 3, and it just doesn't go as far. The AIM-9L, however, doesn't feel like it pulls quite as hard as these new Piranha missiles, but it does travel further, but it also accelerates slower. So there's some trade-offs there, and you just kind of have to decide which one you're going to prefer. Me personally, the missiles aren't enough of an upgrade, and arguably not even an upgrade at all, to warrant the increase in battle rating. I'd much rather have the AIM-9Ls at 10.3 battle rating rather than the Piranhas at 10.7. At 10.3, the AMX is much more competitive in the air-to-air role. Though it's obviously definitely not going to be the best, it can at least be workable and can get you a couple of consistent kills per match for grinding. However, if you're not grinding and you're just going to use this thing as a bomb sled, then so be it. It is an attack aircraft after all. If you want to bomb bases, I don't think it really matters whether you're going to be at 10.3 versus 10.7. You're very much going to have the exact same play style, and then you're just going to try to get a desperate kill at the end of the match after you bomb your bases. So in that sense, sure, maybe this is a good grinder for you because you don't want to play the F-104S to grind the Italian tech tree. That would be a completely fair position to take. And if that's the case, then sure, maybe this is going to be a good grinding aircraft for you. Again, at $75, however, just like the MiG-21 Bison, I don't think anything in this game is worth that kind of money. I would rather wait for a sale, or if not, get a different plane, save yourself some money, maybe get a Talisman on a tech tree vehicle that you like, or just wait for the premium packs to go on sale. It's probably going to be a while before these new ones go on sale, but maybe you could just settle for the F-104 after all, if it means you can save like 35 bucks. I did say I'd recommend some alternatives, and that's pretty much it. What I would recommend you do instead is wait for sales, because I don't think that these things at a $75 price tag are worth the money. I don't care if it's actually a good plane, bad plane, whereas most of these are bad planes, but that's besides the point. $75 is not worth it, man. Not for a single premium in this game. Do wait for a sale on these pack vehicles, and if it's not the one you want that goes on sale, maybe compromise and get something different. Alternatively, maybe you could get a Talisman. It would save you a lot of money, and if you're already proficient in an aircraft that you think you could grind well with, well, the Talisman's going to make it go that much faster. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you've already pre-ordered these planes, good luck. I hope you enjoy it after all. If not, and you're looking to pick something up, use my discount code, link in the description down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.